Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Building with yo boy, BdoubleO. Yeah, we're doing some good stuff today. Well, we'll see. I have some fun stuff to look over. I just wanted to pop back up here. I haven't been up here in a little bit. I like it. Yeah, it's coming along. Definitely coming along. Some work needed around here and there, you know, but it's coming along. Let's grab a horsey. Come on, horsey. Let's go. What did I just pick up? Did I pick something off the ground from you? Whoa, hey. Relax. He's a wild stallion. Let's go down here. I did some stuff off camera. Last episode, we did some creative stuff. And we kind of made this jousting area, or we got started on it at least. And I've done some stuff off camera to kind of maybe help improve the look a little bit. I'm growing. I'm growing in my hate. It grows. I hate the vibrance of this wool. Maybe I've learned to love it right now. Honestly, at first, I didn't mind it so bad. It wasn't terrible to start off with, but the more I'm using it, the worse and worse it gets. It's just, I don't know. I'm trying to make these tents. I've never done anything like this, so I wanted to make some tents to make this feel more like a temporary setup. And honestly, not bad. Like the shape came out pretty cool. I think it looks pretty nice. Even have these things that kind of make it look like ropes going up the side here. I really got to fix that fence texture thing. But as a matter of fact, I think if I go like a so, this should fix it, I imagine. But we're going to take a look at something else today. Yeah, that fixes it. So yeah, I mean, that looks kind of cool. I do like how that looks. And ouch. The inside, you know, not really decorated or anything quite yet. And once we do decorate it out, it'll look nice. But, you know, horseman comes in here, and maybe they're both in here. And they take their horse out, and one comes down to this end, the other goes down to that end, and then we joust. And full speed ahead. Kablamo! Dead center, murdering, kill. What else did I do? So I made these tent things. I made that one, and I made this one, which is supposed to be a circle with a little bit of an in and out shape to where it goes in the middle and comes out on the top. But you kind of get the idea. Kind of looks like that. I think it's okay. It's not bad. I'm going to do a couple more like that, but I wanted to let that one just sit a little bit and see if I really liked it. But a lot of feedback that I got was, I think a few people didn't watch till the end, but I did make this area. I did start on working on this area where the princess or queen or king would sit. And so I got this kind of dressed up a little bit more. Now, access to this, I'm not even going to bother. I mean, we could do something like down here and knock these out, but I'm not too interested in that. Little seat here, and then a big seat here, and you have a fantastic view of the whole thing. It's nice. And then people were asking, how are you going to get up into the bleachers? Well, here's how. I just made a little stairway along the side and included some banners as well to kind of make it look nice. Get back here, horse! Don't leave on me. Do I hear a zombie burn? No, but I see a skeleton. And he's dead. Nice. So, that's kind of what I've done. Did I get a bow off of him? I wonder if it's a great one. Let's see. Power 3. Not going to help us in any way. But yeah, that's the progress that I've made so far over here. But I wanted to check something with you guys. We have been working on our own resource pack here for quite some time. Implementing ideas from other resource packs and stuff to kind of create something that I think looks pretty cool. But there's another resource pack out there in the community, and it's this one, the 4x4 by Milomaz1. And I want to give this a shot. I want to look at this. I haven't even looked at it myself, but I want to look at it with you guys and kind of get an idea of how it feels. Oh, yeah. Oh, this is crazy. Oh, wow. Okay, this is about what I thought. Okay, the beds don't. There are some things that don't retain the texture, that throw things off a little bit. I believe, if I saw correctly, wheat was one of them. No, wheat is in a 4x4 texture. Oh, that's awesome. This is, I'm showing you guys this because Milo Maz has made something really great, I think. This is very unique. You know, you see a lot of different resource packs out there and stuff. This one, to me, just had a very unique feel to it, and it does something really interesting. It plays a trick on you. Did my voice just crack? It plays a trick on you. It makes everything feel small. Somehow, some way, it makes everything feel kind of miniature. Now, obviously, it's the textures are very, very busy in some ways, but I just think it's so cool. Like, okay, that's my sword. All right. But let's walk around just a little bit, just to get a little more feel of this thing. The torches, that's pretty cool. Oh, yeah. Okay, the roofs are going to look a little weird, obviously, because that's kind of dependent on our resource pack. But what an interesting look this is. Double chests are not converted yet, looks like. And maybe it's an Optifine thing, too. I don't know. But really cool walking around the city. Let's go up to the church and take a look in here. I love the leaves in this. I think the leaves look so cool. But this gives me a real Cube World feeling. Like, if you guys remember Cube World from a while ago, it just feels like it's got that feel, doesn't it? There's a little more plain textures, and yeah, it's pretty neat. It's pretty cool. I like it. There's some other things that I wanted to look at. Some things that were shown off in the pictures on the Reddit. The watermelons. The water looks cool. Yeah, it's just, this really gives a Cube World feel to me. I love it. Oh, even got the dragon egg. For some reason, doesn't it look smaller? But it's not. It's not smaller, but it just looks smaller. And then some things look bigger. Flowers and torches and whatnot. Overall, I think it's a really cool look. I wanted to look at, let's see if we have any in here. Can't access that. Yeah. Look at these. Look at these watermelons. We'll put one over, where do I have some space? We'll put one right here. It looks adorable. Isn't that awesome? That's so cool. I love it. It's such a cool, and everything still has kind of that cool, from a distance, kind of has that cool feel and look. But I actually want to go look at the elven area with this too. Obviously, a lot of the building stuff that we've done in the past, it kind of transitions well. Like, it looks pretty good overall. But let's head over to the elvish area and see if we can see some cool stuff. Yeah, I like that. I like that look. Oh, yeah. This is fantastic. What a fun little resource pack. Is that cobblestone? Hard to tell. Oh, yeah. Look at this. That looks awesome. I really like that. So that's dark oak for the roofs. What a cool thing. So yeah, this is just something that if it tickles your fancy, what block is this? What is this? Let's see. Oh, it was coal. Okay. I get you. So that's what the ores look like. I thought maybe it was bedrock or something. There's cactus. That's awesome. I love it. What do the vines look like? Oh yeah. Nice. Oh, it's so cool. Obviously, the tools look a little funny, but what are you going to do when it's a 4x4 like that? Oh, yeah, all this is worked out. That's awesome. I love it. I think it looks really, really good. I keep saying the same thing over and over, but I'm just really impressed by the whole deal. let's go through this little area. Oh yeah, there's the acacia logs. That's cool. That's cool. What is this? Oh, the concrete powder. So maybe this isn't updated to 1.12. That could be what it is. That would make sense. I could see that. Oh yeah, we could have looked at the watermelons right here. How adorbs. Huh? It just looks so small. I mean, let's compare it. Let's just do a quick comparison. Let's go back to regular and see what that looks like real quick. Yeah, it makes everything look bigger. Somehow, some way. There it is. Did I click it? I think I clicked it. Yeah, we got it. Nice. And it loads up really quickly. I bet you anything that this... No, yeah, this is probably easier. I bet you my frame rate's better. Frame rate, oh, I've got it capped at 120. I don't even want to test it really. But I bet you this how it improves performance. So if you're looking for an performance improvement, oh yeah, there's a little rose bushes. What's this? Oh, the concrete, right. If you're looking for an improvement on your performance, there you got it out, you stupid idiot. And you like this resource pack, this could be a good option for you. There's brick up there. Nice. Yeah, I like this. This is such a cool feel. I could see somebody using this for an adventure map in some form or fashion. It'd be really awesome, I think. But anyway, that's enough of touring this. I think we got a decent look at the whole thing. Not every resource in the game, but overall, I think it's really cool. There's the path block. It's awesome. I love it. So good job, Milo. Fantastic work. But today, let's work right here. Let's work out this area. You know, I started on this last episode and then decided to kind of move over to the jousting area, which I thought was a good idea. I think that was a good way to go. We also have to work out like a way to get up there. A nice, like, convenient way to get up there. Right now, we've got it set up a little bit difficult. Might even go into the mountain and have stairway coming up and out. Which could be cool, but I want to get this area worked out. And it seems like such a small thing, you know. You can't really base something around it and be like, okay, here's a fantastic thumbnail and a catchy title. You can't. Flower bed. I think I've already done that before, but for our sake and for this series, I think, and for the world to look good, I think we got to do this. So that's going to be kind of the game plan. I want to work this out and kind of shape this out. So, two things. Number one, I want to have a yellow flower bed like this over here on this side. You know what? Let's do this a little bit. Let's just do a little bit of this. I wonder. Okay. So, I've gotten quite a lot of pictures of flower beds from people since I did this one. And something that I kind of did like, and from what I saw, is people were putting some, grass in from time to time. And you know what? I kind of like that. I do like that. Yeah, that adds more. That adds more to it. I think overall it makes it look, oh man, did not want to fall back down here. Give me that back, please. Oh, right there you go. I do realize too, we've got a little bit of a problem with these flowers going inside of pots. There's a pretty easy fix for that. So I'll get that fixed and adjusted for a future update. So don't you worry. But yeah, I think that does improve things a little bit. But I want to put a flower bed over here. And I want it to be yellow. I'm thinking we take this down. And we'll have to put some, obviously, stone right here to match up. I think we take this down. And then we come over here. And we bring this out to here. Interesting. Yeah, I think so. Where's my dirt? I got a whole bunch. Thank you. Yeah. And maybe, keep going. Now this will be on the same level, and we want to add some separation. We want to add some separation to this, to where this stairway isn't like, we got to put half slabs here. Some half slabs right here, I think. That's okay, but I think it's a little too big. I think we'd want to take it back like this. Most likely. That's kind of what I'm feeling. That's what I'm feeling at the moment. We might even lower this one. Possibly. Could make things look a little better. But then now we've got this kind of overhanging area here. And this would be a great opportunity to then, we'll just build a retaining wall. We'll build a retaining wall like right here. To where it just kind of wraps. Let's get the dirt. Whoop, I fell down. So it'll come out like that. And then all the way down. And then we'll have some room for some other stuff here. We might even make it tiered and have another red one right here. I don't know. We'll see. May even pop a little tree inside here. Okay. Yes, the ideas are flowing. Oh, and looks like we've got company, everybody. We've got some friends that have come to visit. They want to say hello. Receive this, get weakened, and then receive my blade. You're dead. You're dead. Too easy. Too easy. All right. So anyway, I've got a lot of ideas flowing. I'm going to get to work on those, and I'll be back with you very, very, very shortly. So the question is, are you going to like this? Well, I guess also the question is, am I going to like this? I think it's okay. I think it's okay. All right, let's just take a stroll. Let's take a stroll and not even look at it, because that's the important thing. What's it going to look like when we just walking by? Because that's what our usual traffic's going to be. Just a walking by traffic. We're going to be walking down here. I'm going to go get some sandstone. Going to go over this way, go to the mine. We're going to come up here, and we're just going to do some walking by. We're just walking by. Can't see nothing. Okay, so that doesn't really lend a view. So that's nice, okay? If it's bad, then you don't even see it, right? What about this way? We're just walking by. We just walking by. Yes? Yes. Okay, there you see it. That's kind of nice. I like that. So here we go. I made 3 tiers of this. And because I had tons and tons of yellow, it makes things a little unbalanced, but that's okay. So yeah, overall, I think it's good. The top one's the largest. The sizes, I didn't really pay too much attention to the sizes. This one's very small down here, but I think it still looks good. Hey, buddy. Hey. Hi. Boy, a lot of you guys in there, huh? Huh? You got a lot of friends in there? Who else is in here? Oh, I thought I saw more. I guess not. Oh, well. Where was that? Was that right? Yeah, it was right there. That's where the grass is dead. Okay. I like it. So what do we do? I mean, we just kind of laid out some... This is terraced farm, right? Terraced flower farm, I think, is the best thing to call it. Let's knock these out. These were originally... Whoa. Careful now, BdoubleO. Whoa. Take it easy. Don't get too crazy now. Let's get that stair back. We're a little overloaded in our inventory. There we go. All right, and that makes me think I could even bring this over one more. Yeah. Yes, I could. I could bring that over one more, and I could bring all this out one further. That could be good. Let's do that. Let's do that together. It is a pretty easy process, I'll tell you that. It's just a matter of getting the flowers down and then adding some little things here and there to help make it look a little bit more realistic. That's the word I would use. So let's get this down here and let's get these flowers in here. and see how this looks. Probably not going to make that big of a difference, much of a change, but that's better. It's better. It's just better. I like it. That's good. So this one, I put some leaves in here and a little bit of grass. This one the same, a couple of leaves, just a couple grass pieces, and then a couple of trees. Flowering trees to be exact. Which I like. I think it looks good. This is a little, I'm trying this out. I put a little log under here because I thought, maybe that makes it look a little more like it's connected to the ground, like a little root system kind of. Even if we had connected textures wrap over the logs, that could be really cool. You know, that would be cool no matter what, because it would connect. Okay, let's try something. Okay, so grass connects to dirt, right? It connects to dirt, I believe. Yes, okay. Okay, that was the test. I wondered if it would wrap up on this angle, but it doesn't. So that's good to know, at least. All right, I like this. I think it's nice. But I guess I want to make this more of a stone path, more of a realistic path. I also worked on this path over here, connecting this down into this area here. And I don't mind the steepness of this. You know, this was originally kind of flowing with the terrain. I could probably bring this down one to avoid all of this up and down. But overall, I like it. I think it looks good. We have this space here that I'm thinking trees. I'm just gonna put trees in there to make it look good. I'm not gonna. There's no real building that's standing out to me like, oh, I've got to get a building in here, and it'll fit perfectly in this spot, or a well, or anything. There's nothing that's really jumping out to me. So I feel like just some nature, some trees would do the trick. Let's see if we have any sapperine. We do. Nice. Okay. Yeah, let's make this happen. Let's go for a big tree. Big tree. Where are we going? You're supposed to go straight right here, stupid. Here we go. Yeah, I think this path design, we just continue this. Anywhere you see this, I mean, this could stay maybe, but all this should be stone and connect to there. I think that would be our best bet. But I'm going to come over here. We're going to put a big tree in. I say a couple of them. I say we do a couple. Let's try to get one right here. Let's test our luck. Go with this. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do you hear my keyboard more often? Again, new microphone setup. So, yeah, working on that stuff. I imagine you probably do. That first time a charm? Wow. Oh, that was fantastic. What a dream come true that was. That happened so easily. Okay. Nice look. Nice look. Let's go now and put one here. Yes. Here. There. Because we don't want it on the edge there, where, you know, it would be visible, that connection. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. Boom, boom, boom. I had an interesting conversation yesterday with my wife. We were talking about times when you're feeling kind of down. I'm sure we all kind of go through this at some point where you're feeling like I just can't bring myself to be happy. I'm just down in the dumps. I think it's natural. Like, everybody goes through that. This is just totally honest and open with you. I've gone through a little bit of that as of late, recently. Not a big deal. You know, I think people that are actually depressed, I think real true depression is a very serious thing, and I wouldn't try to demean that by saying that what I was going through was any sort of depression, but just kind of like feeling like having a hard time bringing myself up to be happy. I'd say most of my life I'm able to kind of stay happy. And if I'm not feeling happy, I feel like you can make the decision. In some cases, you can kind of just decide, you know what? I'm not gonna let this drag me down. I'm just gonna kind of ignore it, and I'm just gonna be happy. Ooh, that's a lot of bone meal. Hopefully we end up using it. At least for myself, but I think there's a certain level of, oh, dang it, that's not a winner. There's a certain level you can get to of kind of this down in the dumps feeling to where it's kind of, you kind of don't have a choice, you know? But I'd say for the rest of the time, when you're like, oh man, this kind of sucks, I'm in a bad mood today. Do you ever feel like, if you wanted to, sometimes it feels good to just stay in a bad mood. But if you had the choice, and you could say, you know what, I'm just going to turn it around, I'm going to try to be in a good mood. Do you feel like that is considered faking it, and putting on a show? If you're just deciding, I'm going to act different than how I feel. That's a good one. That's a winner. That was a conversation that we had, and we didn't really come to a resolution. Hold on one second for me, sorry. We didn't really come to a resolution on that conversation where we were like, yeah, I think, you know, it is just faking it. If you're just you just try to put on a show to be happy. I don't really consider it putting on a show. I just consider it kind of making the decision and deciding that, hey, I'm not going to let this get me down, and I'm just going to kind of turn my mood around. Again, like I said, I think there are certain chemical things inside of you that can make that a lot more difficult for some people and for certain times. Like as of recently, what I was going through, it was kind of like, wow, I'm not really able to turn this around mentally. Like I'm not able to force myself to be happy here. I remember when I played basketball in high school. I played varsity basketball as the starting shooting guard. And during that time, I was really, really competitive. And I would get in a fight probably every single game. And not like a fist fight, but just like I'm barking at the refs, or I'm, barking at teammates, and getting, bumping into the other team, getting kind of nasty. And I remember my principal, who's a big basketball fan, and he was kind of a fan of me. He called me into his office, which is always terrifying, and he said, you know what? You don't seem happy when you're playing. And it's a game. It's a game. Now, for me, it was my life. I dedicated my entire life to this. But he said it's a game. And just chill out, relax, enjoy yourself, and have fun. And his advice to me that really stuck with me and changed a lot of how I am is he said, when you're out there playing, this might seem weird, this might seem awkward, but just smile. Just smile. And I'm like, I'm playing basketball. I'm trying to intimidate people. I ain't gonna smile. He said, just do it. Just do it. Just smile for me out there. He said, it might be weird, might feel weird, but just do it for a game. So I was like, okay. So I'm out there, and if I ever, I don't know exactly how it went down, but I tried to just have not like play the basketball game. Just put a little bit of more of a smile on, because what he said is there are actually muscles in your face that trigger chemicals in your body. I believe endorphins maybe, that make you happy. So if you smile physically, you have the ability to chemically make yourself happy, which is a really interesting thing. So I've kind of used that in my life. Like I'm always, after I record, I'm always, because I don't put on a show here when I'm recording these videos. I don't want to put on a show. I always want to be real with you guys. But I put on a smile for that same reason. And whenever I'm done recording, I'm always happy. I'm always feeling good after I finish a recording. I never finish something and then, unless I felt like it was, you know, like, oh, that recording didn't really work out exactly like I wanted it to. You know, but in most cases, I'm happy. And I feel like it's partly due to the fact that I am smiling a lot of the time when I'm playing. I'm smiling, I'm laughing because it's just an enjoyable experience. But I'm using some of those lessons that I learned growing up. That you force that, and it can actually turn your mood. Is that fake? Does that make you a fake person? If you're literally, actually, if your mood is turning, I don't think it is. And I think my wife would agree with me on that. But like, I think where she's coming from is like, if you're like actually down in the dumps, but then you're just like trying to act happy for other people, you know, which personally myself, I think that's kind of a nice thing to do for others. You know, you don't want others to see, oh, this person is a downer, you know. But anyway, interesting thing that we were kind of talking about. I'm curious to hear what your guys' thoughts are on that too. But yeah, maybe give it a try. If you're feeling like crap, if you're feeling down, and you need a little bit of a pick-me-up, try to force a little smile on. Don't walk around like a freak. Don't look crazy. You don't want to look like a psychopath. But just put a little smile on, put a little smirk on, and see if you just start feeling different. Watch a comedy. Watch a funny movie. That's always a good way to kind of force it. Sometimes if you're down in the dumps, you're like, I don't feel like watching a funny movie. I don't feel like going out to have fun. But that's your body, in my opinion, I think that's your body trying to force you to stay down. Trying to force you in a bad mood. And you could potentially, if you can pick yourself up and saying, okay, I am going to go out and hang out with some friends, or I am going to watch this funny movie, or I am going to smile, force myself to smile, it can, I think, turn things around. You can trick your body, you can trick your mind into making you a happier person. This is the thing. Maybe why don't we try it? Hopefully that's sound advice. We'll see. I don't know. Anxious to hear what you guys think about that, though. Anyway, B-Dub's doing good. Don't you all worry about B-Dubs, okay? Everything's great. But I'm thinking I'm going to call it here for today. All right? This is a cool-looking path, by the way. Kind of a mixture of all that stuff. B-Dub kind of like it. I kind of think it's kind of cool looking. All right? It's not bad. We knock this out, knock this out. Boom. Well, here's a monster in there. I'm going to let him live. All right. That's going to do it for me today, ladies and gentlemen. We got some nice stuff done here. I think that's pretty cool. Make sure, I'm going to put in the description, if you really like that 4x4 texture resource pack, give it a download. Give it a little, get a little look-see, and give Milo, a little bit of love on it. All right? Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode, and we'll see y'all in the next. No, you know what? I keep saying, don't say, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Because then I have to say, we'll see you all in the next episode. And then you're saying episode really quick, right? One right after the other. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll see you all in the next episode.